annual AFC commencement. Before beginning our ceremony, I would like to take a moment to honor our military men and women, past, present, and future, for their service to our great nation. Please stand at this time and be recognized. As some of you may have heard, I am struggling just a little bit in letting go of this class. While it is true, and I've been practicing this and I've been fine. So, while it is true that I have more personal memories of you than I have of other classes, I believe it's your roll with an attitude that sets you apart from the others. From day one, you have been a class that doesn't seem to get rattled about anything. You believe everything will just magically work out. This is a class that started with a big change. You were in first grade when we became AFC, and you were stuck with the newbie principal. You also ended with a big change, with the 7th and 8th graders joining us, cluttering up our hallways. And by switching from 4 84-minute classes every day to 7 47-minute classes every day. But once the initial shock wore off, you handled everything like you always do, managing to roll with the flow. I could not have asked for a better senior class to go through these changes with and to be role models for our younger students. Now, it's a great trait to be flexible and take things in stride. But sometimes your role with the flowness drove others to distraction. For example, I was very concerned that there were only going to be 5 total scholarships turned in on the day that they were due because that's all I had until about noon. And they finally started rolling in. Another time, waiting on your guest forms or IDs so your dates could attend prom. I received the final one right at the buzzer. The student replied to my comment about it just making it was, quote, "Remember, the tie goes to the runner," with a big grin. I guess I can't argue with that. And in talking with teachers, this was not uncommon behavior. And it went on right up to the end with the vocal selection for this ceremony. At first, no one wanted to sing. Fine. Then some wanted to sing. Then others would sing if so-and-so sang. And then, oh no, we don't want to sing. And then, yeah, we're going to be singing in Landslide by Stevie Nicks. Awesome. But then no one showed up for rehearsal. So there's no song today. In conversation with some of you about this behavior over the years, the explanation I received is that the class of 2016 just really doesn't care about anything. However, I have to say, I really don't think that's true. I think it's that you have a laid-back, positive attitude that things will always work out. Just kind of like that Bob Marley song, every little thing's gonna be all right. And I think that this class cares very much about things, and data does support that. In sports, you had 2 Telegraph Athletes of the Week and 9 Raiders of the Week, 2 of you receiving that honor more than once. You had several who received all-conference recognition, and at least one who received all-tournament and all-state recognition as well. Both boys and girls basketball teams were conference champs, and the ladies went on to win the regional title. Your coach also received Coach of the Year recognition just because you made him look good. Right? And a new addition to this is that our Lady Raiders won our first ever regional softball title last night. Our FFA won several major awards this year, including the 12th consecutive state gold emblem and the 12th consecutive National 3-Star emblem for the State and National Program of Activities, the American Heritage Program, and the Cooperative Activities Program, as well as State Sweepstakes Award and the State FFA Century Award. There are 5 members of this class with their state FFA degree, and one of you is a Section 2 officer. Your advisor is a state finalist for the IBAT Teacher of the Year Award, again, just because you make it look good. Musically, one of you has completed in the IMEA competition, another placed at contest, and several of you brought home awards from the Indian Valley Art Show for your artistic ability. Scholastically is where you really showed how much you care. 5 of you received STEM recognition for your math and science ability. With our new AB program, over 50% of you were able to leave at 2:50 every day because you had all A's and or B's for the first time, or excuse me, A's and B's. And for the first time, since I have been doing senior finals, only 5 seniors had to take final exams. And of those 5, only 1 of you had to take more than 1 exam, a whopping 2. Because almost all of you had all A's and or B's in almost all of your classes at final exam time, you took down 54 exemptions that didn't get used. I should have auctioned those off to the underclassmen and this money. And also, for the first time in my memory, we didn't have anyone going down to the last minute and a grade on a final determining whether or not he or she would graduate. Not 1 F in this class. That's amazing. So that is amazing for a class that doesn't care. And also, how about honors night? When I announced that 83% of you were on the honor roll all 3 quarters. And for the mathematically challenged, of which you know I am not, that's 30 out of 36 of you. And does that mean that the other 6 of you were never on the honor roll? Absolutely not. Just means that you weren't on it all 3 quarters. I also announced that you had earned $146,000 in scholarship money. And that's just what was distributed that night and the outside ones you had told me about. Surprisingly, a lot of people didn't tell me what outside scholarships they had. Now with 72% of you, that's 26, going on to college, trade school, or the military, and several of you already going into full-time jobs, I think you have proven that you really do care and that you are really driven to succeed. So class of 2016, as you begin the next chapter of your lives, realize you will face tougher decisions and more important deadlines, so the tie can't always go to the runner. Continue to strive to do your best, but also let things go that are beyond your control. Don't sweat the small stuff, because ultimately, every little thing's gonna be all right. So at this time, please give your flowers to the ones who have helped you on your journey thus far. Thank you.